What's happening, people? Keith Moore Jr. here, and today I want to talk about how being lean, shredded, or cut, whatever you want to use to define it, does not necessarily mean you are healthy. So before I get started, I need everyone to hit that like button. It helps my channel grow by getting this video out to more people. So let's get started. So last week I had a physical for work, and they checked my blood pressure and my cholesterol, and they checked other things too, like my weight. I was 167 pounds, by the way, and then they also checked like my waist and things like that. But the main thing I was focused on was my blood pressure and my cholesterol numbers, because I knew I had recently, lost a lot of weight due to this cut. So in my mind, I was like, my physique looks great. I got six-pack abs again and everything, so I'm healthy, right? Wrong. So my cholesterol was actually at 211, which is considered elevated. And out of the members on my team, because we had a competition at work, I had the highest cholesterol, which was a huge shock to me, because I'm supposed to be the person who advocates, a healthy lifestyle. And then in addition to that, not only was my cholesterol high, but my blood pressure was 129/89, which is high as well. So I'm not sure if I had the highest blood pressure or not. But I know that number is high regardless. But I know I had the highest cholesterol out of the people on my team. So this told me a couple of things. The first thing being, just because, I can go to the gym, lift a bunch of weight, I have what I would like to call a decent physique, that does not mean that I am healthy. Also, I learned that I need to make some changes going forward before things, get worse in the future. Yeah, I can say I'm 30 years old, I can address this later on in life, but I never want to get in a situation in life where I'm being forced to take some type of medicine in order to lower my blood pressure or lower my cholesterol. I shouldn't, at 30 years old, I shouldn't be worried about having to worry about that anyway. So this is something that I need to address right now before, it gets out of control. And I will say, one of the things that I think, especially with my cholesterol being high, one of the things that I think caused it was, I think the dirty bulk has a lot to do with it, because I was eating whatever, and I was eating a ton of red meat. So I think that has a lot to do with things. Now granted, with intermittent fasting, I definitely cleaned up my diet a lot, and I've been losing a lot of weight. But also, like, if I have a salad or something during my eating window for intermittent fasting, I may be still eating things like a steak. If I might have a steak in my salad or my homemade Chipotle bowl. Not really Chipotle because it's homemade, but things like that. I have to be more conscious of that. And then on weekends, if I'm having like a cheat meal or sometimes a cheat day, depending on what I have going on, I may be eating things like cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers at that, and then steak. So I definitely have to be more conscious of the things that I am putting in my body, because just because I'm losing weight does not mean I'm healthy. So I recently just watched the Game Changers film on Netflix, and that could not have come out at a better time for me, because I saw a lot of benefits to a plant-based diet. So I'm going to give this a try for the next 21 days. And I started thinking about it a couple days ago, but I didn't plan like I wanted to, as far as like with the meal prep and things like that. So I'm going to have to do that later this week, but I would rather just starting now, well, starting tomorrow, and then worry about all the planning as I go, because I don't want to continue to put this off and then eventually just not do it. So I'm just going to do it cold turkey for, I don't know if turkey was the best choice of words to use there, since I'm talking about, you know, going vegan for temporarily, but I'm going to do it, you know, without, and just learn on the go. Now I'm going to do it for the next 21 days and see, I'm going to schedule a doctor's appointment and then see what my cholesterol is at after 21 days, as well as my blood pressure, just to see the impacts that a plant-based diet has on me and my overall health. Now 21 days may not seem long, but I did challenge myself in the past. I want to say this was in 2013 or 2014. I challenged myself to go vegan, and I lasted either 14 or 15 days. I can't remember exactly, but I failed because I wanted to do 30 days, but I failed because I had a buddy come into town, and then I was just like, okay, you're going to get a cheeseburger? I'll get one with you. So I ended it there, but it was difficult for me back then because I did not have the knowledge to know that you can mix your meals up with a plant-based diet. I was eating pretty much the same thing, and then I was eating out a lot, and you know, things were just all out of whack. But although I did not plan, my exact meals for this go round, I have a better idea of things that I can eat on a plant-based diet. I watch a lot of Brian Turner, who's a YouTuber. He's also a vegan as well, and he does bodybuilding. I watch a lot of his channel, and he has a lot of different recipes and full day of eating for vegans. So a lot of the stuff that he recommends, I'll just be implementing that into my diet going forward. Also, people like, I watch Vegan Gains as well, and I'm going to do some research on some other vegans that are in the bodybuilding space as well to get more ideas from them. But when I tried this vegan thing for this vegan diet, the first time around, I was not even watching things like YouTube. I was just like, okay, just cut this out and let's just get right into it. Now 14 or 15 days, I think that was good, considering I had no planning for that, didn't have really any prior knowledge about a plant-based diet, but now I have some knowledge, so I'll be able to for sure get through the next couple of days before having to really get creative with the recipes and what I decide to cook at home. And I'm also going to limit the amount of processed foods that I eat during this 21-day plant-based diet. So I hope you all will join me on this journey. Well, if not join, at least follow me on this journey. I just want to see if it helps, and I'll be letting you all know if it helps my energy levels, as well as we'll see how it impacts both my cholesterol and blood pressure after 21 days. I'm hoping that both of them will go down in this time period, but only time will tell. And I'm going to do a separate video on the Game Changers film that came out on Netflix to give my opinion on it, because I've been seeing a lot of back and forth. It's almost like politics with the back and forth that I've been seeing about people trying to debunk the film and then people speaking out against them. And then it's a lot of back and forth. So, I mean, you can't knock something until you try it. That's what I believe. So I'm going to give it a try. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Like the video as well, and enjoy this journey, and wish me luck. All right, catch you on the next video. Peace.